What do men and women subconsciously look at while looking for a partner?
Well, when I ask this to students in class, they always say that they're looking for like wonderful things. Like, I want someone that's intelligent, I want someone that's got a good sense of humor, want someone that's traveled. But a lot of psychologists actually think it's about sexual traits. Things like a beautiful face, straight white teeth, a good firm body, good upper body strength. And of course that differs for people your age and people my age. So maybe by the time you're in your late 40s, early 50s, maybe you have different reasons you're looking for something. But the bottom line is, at least biologically, we're made to procreate. And so we look for someone that would be a good fit for us to have children. But there's also cultural stuff as well. So that's another layer that goes over the top of it. So obviously most of us want someone we're physically attracted to. You're not going to look at somebody that you're not physically attracted to and say, oh my God, I want to have a relationship with this person, okay? The flip side of it is, though, that you also may have certain requirements, like you've got to be your own religion, they've got to be someone that you think will be able to have a certain kind of income so they can support your lifestyle and the way you want to raise your family. So those things all go together. So there's no one thing you look for a combination. But the very first thing you look for is someone who is physically attracted to you.
What effect does love have on your cognition?
It screws it up, okay? I think the biggest thing that your parents fear is for you to fall in love right before your IB exams in May. I mean, that would be like the biggest fear. Yeah, I mean, some people say it's like getting OCD, that actually the biochemical changes in your brain when you fall in love make you have these obsessive behaviors. So, for example, you're sitting in a class like psychology, you're supposed to be learning all about drug treatments for depression, and all you're thinking about is he going to call me? You know, is she going to meet me after school? You know, is he going to like cancel my date on Friday night? Like all of those things back and forth. Other things I think it does is that very often in the beginning we tend to be very blind to things that people say. So you tend to only notice the positive things because you're attracted to someone, and then as that initial rush of hormones and neurotransmitters wears off and you get to know the person better, then you start to say, well, maybe I'm not so thrilled with the idea that he tells jokes that way, or maybe I don't like the way she thinks we should be spending our money, or those kind of things. So I think in the beginning, in a very positive way, because if we're like animals and the goal is to mate, well, you don't want to think too much about that. But because we as animals actually have long-term relationships, eventually we start thinking more. And then that thinking process is where we decide whether we want to go to that committed love stage or whether we just, stop the relationship.